Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tachyon, the Fringe. This is another space combat sim. It's actually set sometime around 2600. You take the role of Jake Logan, a mercenary fighter pilot, who you start the game working for various corporations, but it doesn't take long before you get framed for a crime you didn't commit and exiled from the Sol system. And you eventually have to pick sides, whether you want to go with Bora, the miners, or Galspan, the Galactic Spanning Corporation. And the voice of Jake, your character, is provided by none other than Bruce Campbell. This game is slightly newer than Starlancer by a couple of months, but it is incredibly fun and a little bit, well, I won't say open world, but a little bit less linear, because you do have side missions and two separate paths once you get out into the Fringe and get approached by the Bora to fly for them. So, I am your host, Iron Dragon. Quick reminder, if you're new to the stream, or if you're new to the channel, and you want to support what I do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and there's a link to the Discord down in the description. This is where you pick up all your jobs, look at the news, as you can see right now we're here in this area, specifically the Sol system. Later on we'll be out here in this area.
Tachyon News Service rated #1.
Corporate disciplinary hearings for PPS and Oberon.
Obviously the ones that they just voiced are the ones that are actually fully voiced, and the others are just kind of fluff.
The Tachyon News Service is proud to announce that for the 10th straight year, we have been voted the #1 source of news in the galaxy. Independent research gives us an 86% accuracy rating for our stories, making us the most reliable source for information that has ever existed. Audiences praised our proprietary smart headline technology, a feature that highlights the stories that are personally most important to them. At Tachyon News Service, we deliver the news faster than the speed of light. Literally. Star Patrol confirmed today that a major police action transpired just outside Mars orbit after their sensors registered a large-scale exchange of fire between ships operated by Phobos Proprietary Systems and Oberon Incorporated. Struggle between these organizations began several years ago when Bernard Station 147 announced its intent to pursue a trade contract with Oberon despite long-standing allegiance to Phobos Proprietary Systems. Commander Erwin Korscher of the Star Patrol issued the following statement.
We cannot permit private conflicts between corporations to threaten centers of peaceful commerce. This is the sort of behavior we would expect in the Fringe, and it will not be tolerated in Sol space.
The case has already gone to the High Tribunal of the Seven-Planet Accord, and legal experts estimate the cumulative fines may total in excess of 2.1 trillion credits.
After nearly 2 centuries, the atmosphere of Venus is finally approaching breathable status. One scientist confirmed that the toxicity is at an acceptable level. Venus will become the 3rd planet to support life in the Sol system. Mars was successfully terraformed in 2248. "643 personnel aboard Starbase Victoria were able to breathe a sigh of relief this morning as an asteroid narrowly missed their synthetic food processing plant. At 0812 Galactic Standard Time this morning, station personnel woke to the sounds of emergency alarms indicating the approach of an object on an unsafe trajectory. Although the asteroid, classified as Object 26732, was less than 5 meters in diameter, it had the potential to tear through the hull of the starbase, killing every person on board. The station's long-range detection system failed to notice the sudden change in direction of the object. Scientists are still trying to determine why the asteroid deviated from its previous orbit. Preliminary conjecture leaned towards long-range gravitational effect of Cole's comet as it makes its way through our solar system. According to various real estate agents, this year's property values will be at their highest for the third moon of Jupiter. An average living environment will sell for as much as 500,000 credits on Europa. This is the result of the rising number of high-paying jobs being offered on that moon, sources say. Advanced Ganymede Technologies pilot Jake Logan was honored this week by the Saul government for his heroic rescue of the independent shuttle Tally-Ho. On Wednesday, the crew of the shuttle encountered an unusually high amount of accelerated space debris while touring the Phaethon comet. For 36 excruciating seconds, the tiny ship was bombarded by extremely dangerous unidentified objects. While performing a routine delivery assignment, pilot Jake Logan picked up their distress call and immediately took action to protect the shuttle. Destroying nearly 13 tons of high-speed debris, Logan prevented the shuttle from taking deadly hits to its passenger compartment. After ensuring their safety, Logan escorted the shuttle back to nearby Mercury Starbase 1. All 12 passengers, including 3 children, survived the incident with only minor injuries. Star Patrol has begun an investigation to uncover the source of the debris. Okay, let's check our personnel
now
file.
performing personnel scan. Welcome, Mr. Logan.
You start with 6,000 credits. You've got 2 ships, one of which is an Orion, and the other one of which is... oh, I forget the name of it, but I'll show it to you in a minute. Born on New Osaka, Mars, blue eyes, brown hair, O negative, 1.86 meters, 84 kilos.
Mr. Logan, good to hear from you. Welcome back from your brief vacation. I understand Mars is quite beautiful during the second summer. I bring a simple request. A new flight instructor has recently been promoted to the AGT Pilot Corps. Next week she will begin training rookies in basic flight controls, targeting, and tachyon jump gate use. We would like you to test her basic curriculum for accuracy. We understand it might feel a bit awkward for a pilot of your caliber to take a basic training run, but it would be quite helpful to this instructor to have an expert as her first pupil.
And also, it has been literally a year since I played this game, so it'll be useful to me as well. There's my Orion. Currently with just a single glint light laser. The glint light laser has 3 firing points. There, and up there on the nose. I have 6,000 credits, so... already have a lead target assistant. It already has 8... this particular ship has 8 slots for extras, and all ships have 1 slot for an afterburner, and 1 slot for whatever goes there. Unfortunately, that took all my money, so... oh, wait. I said sell, please. Yes, please. There we go. And 1 payload of Tiger missiles. And that's all I can afford at this time. But if we go back to the hangar, we can at least take a look at the other ship, which is the Pegasus. Whoop. Now the Pegasus is classified as an interceptor, so it's got a lot lighter payload, but it's also a lot faster. But we'll get to it later. Also, you can transfer. You notice it doesn't have anything in systems, but if we wanted to, we could go to the hangar, come over here, configure the ship, take our systems off, flip over to the Pegasus, and just move them from ship to ship. But I'm going to take the Orion for this mission.
Flight Instructor Lorna Kirkland. Thank you for assisting me with the training program today. I'm thrilled to be working with such an experienced pilot. If you have any suggestions on my technique before I do this for real, please let me know.
Sure thing, Lorna. You'll do great.
Okay, I'll begin. Welcome to the AGT Pilot's Training Course. Here you will learn the basics of piloting a starship. On the left side of your screen, you will notice a step-by-step objective list for you to follow during this session.
Wait a second. I should have gone into this. Easy. Increase rendering distance because I can. Game controllers. I think I just didn't enable the rudder and the throttle.
Mr. Logan.
Hey, Mary.
Mr. Logan, this is Junior Flight Instructor Lorna Kirkland. Thank you for assisting me with the training program today. I'm thrilled to be working with such an experienced pilot. If you have any suggestions on my technique before I do this for real, please let me know.
Sure thing, Lorna. You'll do great.
Okay, I'll begin. Welcome to the AGT Pilot's Training Course. Here you will learn the basics of piloting a starship. On the left side of your screen, you will notice a step-by-step objective list for you to follow during this session. Take a few moments to get accustomed to your ship's controls. Try turning and rolling. Adjust your speed with the plus and minus keys. When you hold down the tab key, your afterburners will provide you with a tremendous burst of speed. Notice the bar on the right side of your radar. This shows how much energy you have left for your afterburners. You'll notice it drains fast. In order to travel from sector to sector, you will utilize Tachyon coil generator gates. Your navigational computer will highlight any gate you need to travel through to complete your current contract. If the gate is not in front of you, a gold arrow will point to it. I will now open the Luna TCG gate, which will let you travel all the way to the Earth's moon in just a matter of seconds.
All right, heading to the gate now.
By the way, you can quickly autopilot through a gate by using the A key. Congratulations! You made it to the Luna sector. Before jumping to Venus, you should practice the slide maneuver. Go ahead and fly close to the shipyard so that you have a nearby point of reference.
Okay, you got it.
When you hold down the Q key, your ship will continue heading in its current direction, regardless of which way you turn the ship. As soon as you release the slide control, your ship will begin heading in the direction that you are pointing. Sliding is handy for making quick turns or for keeping your weapon pointed at a target. When you are comfortable with the slide maneuver, fly through the Venus sector Tachyon gate.
That's true.
Welcome to the Venus training sector. Here you will be able to practice your targeting skills on inactive space mines and moving unmanned vessels. Your ship's advanced targeting system will automatically locate the nearest enemy. The lower left-hand display will show relevant information such as the ship's name, allegiance, and its distance from you. Press the period key to cycle through all of the enemy mines. Notice that a bright red arrow in the center of the screen will point you to your target, if it is not in front of your ship. Go ahead and destroy the mines. On the bottom center of your display, you will find your ship's radar. Objects that are in front of your ship will appear in and around the center box. Those on the outer edge of the circle are actually behind your ship. TCG gates will appear as blue dots. Allied ships will show up as green dots, and enemies will appear as red dots. Your current target is highlighted. Cycle through all targets with the bracket keys. You can also select a target that is directly in front of your ship by pressing Enter. Multiple weapons mounted on your ship, you can cycle the primary and secondary weapon slots with the 1 and 2 keys. The tilde key chains your weapons together so that they will all fire when you pull the trigger. If a weapon slot has multiple mounts, you can link them with the 3 or 4 key. Try destroying some more mines.
Hello, Carrie.
On the moving targets. Go ahead and practice on these robot ships. A good strategy is to use the 9 key to have your ship automatically match speed with your target. Another trick is to use the Z key to engage your reverse thrusters to slow your ship down quickly. This will keep your enemy in front of you if it tries to evade you with quick turns. The lead target assistant appears as a small circle leading your selected target. When your target is within range, it will brighten. Place your crosshairs in this circle to increase your chances of hitting a moving target. Teach you how to fight capital ships. The hulls and shields of large ships are generally strong enough to repel small fighters. To take them down, you will need to knock out important subsystems. Cycle through this freighter's subsystems using the semicolon and apostrophe keys. Find and destroy its power generator now.
Hey, I can do that.
Well, I could if my change target keys were working. Well, shit.
navigational buoy and head to it.
These things are attacking.
Whoops! I didn't realize that minefield was active. Just let me figure out how to deactivate it.
Yeah, press the red button on your console. That ought to reset them.
There. Gotta remember not to let that happen to the rookies. Well, since you took a little damage, let's skip ahead and talk about your systems. Look in the lower right of your screen. You'll see an icon representing your ship and shields. If your front or rear shields took damage, you can transfer energy from one to the other, using the U and J keys. Your shields will also regenerate over time. If your hull is damaged, its icon will turn yellow and then red when critical. Unlike your shields, you must return to Starbase to get your hull repaired. To the right of the ship icon is your energy management system. Your shields, afterburners, and energy weapons all draw power from your engines. You can increase the speed at which these systems regenerate with the B, N, and M keys. Keep in mind, this will reduce the amount of energy available for your engines, which will lower your top speed until the system fully recharges. In emergency situations, you can instantly transfer power from one system directly to another. For example, pressing Y will automatically regenerate your shields with energy from your lasers. Be aware though, you will lose a little bit of energy every time you transfer from one system to another. Head to the navigational buoy when you are ready. Okay, back to picking up cargo. Target the nearby crate. Notice that your radar will only see small objects like this one from a short distance. When you fly in closer, your scanners will be able to detect what cargo is inside. You will be notified when you are within range to take it into your cargo hold. Press the Enter key to beam it aboard. Good job! You are now ready to head back to Europa. Notice that the objectives show your final destination, how many jumps it takes to get there, and the gate you need to jump through next. When you get back to the Starbase, you can select your jobs from the contract list and reconfigure your This concludes the AGT Basic Pilots Training course. I hope I did okay as your instructor.
Oh, you did fine. Don't you worry about trying to kill me back there. I won't hold it against you.
Thank you again, Mr. Logan. Feel free to use the autopilot key to dock with Europa Starbase.
No problem.
Well done, Mr. Logan. Ms. Kirkland has received an evaluation of her routine. Sorry about the malfunctions. Not that we had any fears that you couldn't handle yourself. The credits have been transferred to your account.
By accepting this contract, you may participate in the USG Saturn Ring training course. Upon entering the Saturn sector, your piloting skills will be put to the test as you attempt to fly through the preset ring course in the allotted amount of time. The pay that you receive for completing a course will increase as you progress through the 5 different layouts. At any time, you may return to base. The next time you take this contract, the course will resume at the last layout you attempted.
Now, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of this, but I am going to show it to you. More than likely, let's go to the shipyard. Oh, wait. As for my joystick, the one I've got is a Thrustmaster, so my rudder is actually twisting the stick left and right, and it's got its throttle control. So, with that in mind, I'll go fly a little bit of the rings just to show you that part of the game. It does get harder. I mean, you know, you start with straightforward rings, and it's one of those things where you have a timer, and each ring you fly through adds a certain amount of time.
Huh. The guide to the Fringe says this course was designed by Hansel Letzer, an experimental mathematician. What the heck is an experimental mathematician?
Hansel Letzer? Uh-huh. Is that their way of trying not to say Han Solo? Now you can tell this one's a little bit faster than the Orion, because with everything set to standard recharge rates, my top speed is 615 technically, instead of 510 or whatever it is. The early levels are easy enough, but later on, they start being partially blocked or having turrets that shoot back at you. And of course that happens. steering practice. And getting some extra credits. But there's a much easier way for me to get credits. Watch. Well, let's see if I can get it to activate.
Oh, so now you're using a cheat code. You know, you're pathetic, you know that? Just play the game. Well, I guess it's time to cheat, huh?
I can quit at any time by going back to Europa. I just wanted to show you a little bit of that. Like I said, as you go along, the courses get more bendy, and like half the ring will be blocked, or there will be something to shoot or shooting at you. So it does get harder as you go through more courses.
Thank you for participating in the USG Saturn Ring training course.
The one thing about the combat training and the ring training is that even if you don't want to cheat, you can still cheat, because you get paid a minimum of 100 credits every time, even if you just immediately dock with the space station again. So, pick the job, launch dock, pick the job, launch dock, pick the job, launch dock, and get 100 credits each time. Of course, you'd have to do a lot of that, and it'd be really grindy, but you could do it that way if you wanted to. However, I am going to move on.
Mr. Logan, we have a situation that could benefit from your talents. Dillinger-controlled deep scan reports a possible deployment of unauthorized surveillance equipment in our claimed space in the Kuiper Belt. The board is not interested in such competitive oversight. Proceed immediately to that location and reconnoiter the sector. Terminate any unauthorized devices encountered. We must maintain corporate security.
Move everything back over to the Orion because it's a better combat ship. And maybe take advantage of the 5,000 credits that I cheated myself to add more weapons. There we go. That's about as good as it's going to get at this point.
Dillinger Control to Logan. Your clearance for departure at Kuiper TCG has been approved. Proceed to the Kuiper Belt and investigate possible intruders within AGT space.
On my way, Dillinger Control.
Dillinger Control, this is the Torrens requesting permission for departure.
Yep.
Sensors are picking up surveillance drones. Should be easy enough to take them out.
It buys 12 each time of that particular model.
Dillinger Control, this is Logan. I've located some surveillance drones. They look like PPS make. I'll find the ship that's dropping them out here.
Message confirmed, Logan. Remove all intruders from AGT space.
Shields are down!
Now he can't move.
Make it easy on yourself. Log the failure and gate out of here.
AGT Group Crow to Logan. Diligent Control sent us to help out.
Oh man, am I glad to see you.
We've got the frigate on radar.
I'll get those fighters.
There goes its weapons. And there go its shields. Or its ability to regenerate shields.
Control to Logan. Our scanners have confirmed your identity. Downloading flight recorder information. You are clear for docking.
Alright, baby. Proceeding to docking bay.
Confirmed. Dillinger Control out.
Superb work, Mr. Logan. We've scanned the wreckage of the drones, and though they are indeed of PPS make, their transceiver frequencies are registered to core mining industries. endless source of annoyance, that company. This should make our stance on espionage quite clear. Your credits have been transferred.
Memo to all AGT pilots. AGT Supplies has just received a new shipment of chatter cannons and hunter torpedoes. They are available at extremely competitive prices in the ship hangar and can be configured to most of your fighters. It looks like I need to explain the way the missiles work in this game. The ship that I'm currently flying, the Orion, has 2 missile bays. Each missile bay can hold up to 12 Tiger missiles, which are the most basic seeking missile in the game. Well, I had 10 and bought 24 more, and then used 2 of them in that last mission. So I should have 32, out of which 22 are on my fighter at this time.
Mr. Logan, another opportunity for your piloting skills has presented itself. A remote AGT asteroid mining ship was recently disabled in the Ganymede sector, likely in an attempt to dissuade further processing of the region. Its replacement, the AGT Burkhardt 4192, is waiting at the Mira Vista Space Dock facility at Luna. Go to Luna, rendezvous with the vessel, and escort it to its next mining operation at Ganymede. If any resistance is encountered, use your discretion, but permit no harm to the Burkhardt. These mining ships are quite expensive.
Okay, let's go configure the ship. And let's see, instead of that medium laser, well, I would like to put a chatter cannon on it, but I can't afford it at the time. So, however, I can do that. The Hunter Torpedo was one of the first fire-and-forget weapons designed for the unique rigors of space combat. Once launched, the Hunter Torpedo relentlessly pursues its target, detonating upon contact. Its fusion warhead is effective against bow shields and ship hulls, doing comparable damage to the Deimos Heavy Laser. Its biggest drawback is the 2-second rate of fire. Now, despite appearances, you don't have just one of those. It looks like you do, but the truth is it recharges over time, so you can fire another one every couple of seconds. But I still have 12 Tiger missiles on board and 20 more in my stores. I'd love to put a chatter cannon on that point, but I can't. The chatter cannon is one of the only weapons in the game that uses ammo instead of energy.
Dillinger Control. Burkhardt 4192 is waiting at the Mira Vista shipyards in the Luna sector. Escort it safely to its jump point. After successful jump has occurred, rendezvous with it in the Ganymede sector and ensure successful operation.
Sounds routine to me.
Don't be careless, Logan. Tensions are quite high between AGT and core mining industries right now. It would not be unexpected for CMI to attack one of our mining vessels.
Logan, this is Mira Vista. Cart 4192 is leaving the docking bay and is on its way to the jump point. Watch it out there, Logan. Core mining would love to see one of our ships get hulled.
This is Burkhardt 4192. We're leaving dock and heading to the jump point now.
Logan, we've got CMI fighters coming in through the gate. Get them before they reach the Burkhardt.
This is the Burkhardt. We're powering up our internal PCG to make the jump to Ganymede. Someone get the slag
2 more darts and 5 more Makos. Well, so much for that dart.
Alright. Looks like Burkhardt made the job. Let's sweep up this place and end the enemy.
If you look in the official strategy guide for this game, flying a dart is like flying a suicide mission. It is the most cheap-ass fighter in the game. Thankfully, you never have to fly one. Although I will say the Mako's not that much better. Kinda, yeah. I mean, if you look at it stats-wise, it has like 2,000 points of shields, 2,000 points of armor, but the weapons routinely do like 500 points of damage per second. So, 4 or 5 seconds of sustained fire can destroy one. Oh, the Makos are the fighters they sent to help. It was just the darts that I had to destroy. But if you take the darts, if you take the stats for the dart and compare it...
Logan, this is the third mark. I'm detecting more CMI fighters up ahead.
And compare it to the stats of some of the heavier fighters in the game, like the Archangel. The Archangel has like 80,000 shield points. Compare that to the 2,000 or so for the dart.
Anytime, Burkhardt. I'm on my way home.
preserved your ship functionality to a high degree.
Oh, and I'm fine too. Thanks for caring.
Your flight recorder recommends your skills highly, Logan. You are cleared for docking.
Very good, Mr. Logan. The Burkhardt remote mining vessel has registered its first profit-grade cargo. I do believe CMI should have received our message quite clearly. Your pay was well earned, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Memo to all AGT pilots. Tachyon News Service just released a favorable story about our recent run-in with CMI. Check it out on the news terminal. Also, there's a couple of new missile types available for reconfiguring your ship's arsenal. Well, let's check TNS News.
Galspan to pursue extrasolar ventures.
Far Space Colony claim labeled unofficial.
Tachyon News Service rated number 1.
Corporate disciplinary hearings for PPS and Oberon. The Galactic Spanning Corporation, commonly known as Galspan, has apparently turned its eye away from the solar system, according to inside sources. In their weekly stockholders meeting, Galspan CEO Roland Belair privately discussed the company's new direction. He then issued the following public statement.
The Fringe represents a vast region of untapped resources. Galspan sees the growth potential and believes now is the time to set up extrasolar mining operations.
Galspan has been a forerunner in military and commercial products within Sol space.
Yeah, and I'm flying one of their fighters.
The Sol government today declared that it does not officially recognize the Bora colony's claim on several sectors of Fringe space. Bora colonists left the solar system over 100 years ago to create an independent settlement. In an act of defiance to the government at the time, it did not obtain a proper charter for far space colonization. Recently, several legitimate corporations have expressed interest in obtaining claim rights to various sectors of Fringe space, including those inhabited by Bora. Representatives from Bora responded by asking the Sol government to officially grant its claim. After several months of deliberations, the Sol government has decided to refuse the concept of squatters' rights. Bora officials intend to appeal this landmark decision.
Reliable sources say that a volatile conflict arose recently between rival corporations AGT and Core Mining Industries. The Burkhardt 4192, an AGT mining vessel, was allegedly attacked by several fighter-class ships while en route to its station in the Ganymede sector. A spokesperson for AGT commented, "We will file court orders against CMI for this flagrant attack on our property. The mining ship would have been destroyed if not for the expert work of one of our contract escort pilots by the name of Jake Logan. The pilot could not be reached for comment." For the first time in over 75 years, the Planetary Games Committee is considering holding the annual event on Mars. The Dunphy Sports Dome was the site of the 2432 Games, where charges were brought up against several Planetary Games judges. 3 judges were found guilty of accepting bribes in exchange for influenced scoring. It looks as though that unfortunate event has finally been put in the past, as commissioners now meet with Martian officials. An illness has been reported in connection with what scientists are naming the vacuum translucency phenomenon, or VTP. Discovered nearly 15 years ago in an outer region of the Fringe, these vast clouds of hazy space, for reasons yet unknown, distort and bend light just as planetary fog. It was long feared that passing through such a region might cause physical changes in life forms, and though tests have remained ongoing since their discovery, no concrete evidence has yet been discovered. Now, thanks to research from the Centauri 7 medical base, a rare malady called Hutchins' disease involving hallucinations, antisocial behavior, and severe paranoia has been isolated, occurring only in those pilots having experienced extensive contact with the Twilight region. The Haley Medical Facility in orbit around Neptune has agreed to accept all sufferers of Hutchins' disease in hopes of both discovering a cure and unlocking more secrets to the strange spatial phenomenon. Earlier today, a Galileo import freighter lost some valuable cargo while flying from Ganymede to Earth. The accident happened because of an improperly tethered crate, which drifted away into a nearby asteroid field. Initial scans show that the crate got lodged deep into a large asteroid. Earth's new Zurich orbital station is willing to pay for its return, but at this time has no information as to which asteroid hides the trade goods. Contract pilots should be on the lookout for an asteroid in the Ganymede sector. And yes, you can go find that. That's the entire point behind having the short-range scanner and the teleporter on board, so you can teleport the cargo and go give it back if you need the money that badly.
Mr. Logan, we have a most unusual situation. The Kuiper Belt appears to remain troublesome. Neutral vessels in that sector have registered complaints to Dillinger Control regarding the presence of a malfunctioning minefield demonstrating hostile behavior to all approaching forces. Although AGT has deployed no such devices, we are responsible for the maintenance of peaceable access to all civilian interests of the region. The origins of these devices are quite a mystery. Proceed to the Kuiper sector and destroy those mines. This is not a good time for AGT to receive negative publicity, so do hurry.
And we can go configure the ship. We now have Sunspot missiles, which is a much heavier missile. When the Sunspot missile contacts the shield of its target, fusion cells in the weapon drain energy directly into the warhead. Quickly overloading, the fusion cells explode, detonating the warhead. As a backup, the warhead is also outfitted with a contact detonator that will also trigger the charge when the weapon hits the armored hull. The Sunspot missile is guided and does moderate damage to a ship's shields and heavy damage to a ship's hull. We also have access to the Tesla EMP missile. The Tesla EMP missile is the weapon of choice when you want to disable your target without destroying it. When the missile explodes, it emits an electromagnetic pulse which first targets the shields, and once the shields are destroyed, the target's unshielded electronic circuitry. Most smaller ships can be disabled with 3 hits. The drawback to the Tesla EMP missile is its slow lock-on time. So I'm going to sell, yes, some of those Tiger missiles. I'm going to go ahead and buy the chatter cannon. Can't afford any Teslas, but let's bring along a load of Sunspots. You notice we can only carry 8 per missile launcher of that.
Now, this is Logan. In case you're wondering, I'm headed back to the Kuiper Belt. Thank you.
Confirmed, Logan. Eliminate all mines from the sector.
There's your chatter cannon. Anyway, it doesn't matter really how much money I spend here, because later in the game, when Logan gets framed for that crime he didn't commit.
Logan to Dillinger Control, I'm detecting a luxury liner out here in Kuiper. You know anything about this?
Checking ship manifests now. Please wait. Starbase records indicate that the ship you are reading may be the Trimertes. It has a valid license to conduct sightseeing tours. We will inform it of the mines within its vicinity. Continue with mission.
At any rate, like I said, later when Logan gets framed, it's like, here's 6,000 credits and a cheap-ass Mako fighter, now get out of the Sol system and don't come back. So, all the money I spend here, I won't get any of it back anyway, so what's the point? Might as well spend it.
Logan to Dillinger, I've taken care of all the mines. They look pretty shoddy. I don't think they were Corp.
Dillinger Control to Logan. Return to base and your target data will be processed to permit the identification of manufacturer.
I got the freighter on scanner! Right! Let's hold that thing! All ships, attack!
Pirates this close to Sol. They must have put down those mines.
Any ship in the area, this is the independent vessel Trimurti. We are under attack and have no defenses. Star Patrol is on their way, but we will not last that long. I need help now.
Alright, calm down, calm down. This is Logan of AGT. I tell you what, I'll keep him off your back until Star Patrol arrives.
Hey, there's some damn corporate out there trying to slack us. Keep it down, damn it. I'm trying to take them out. Everyone, continue the assault. Understood, Star Patrol. Thanks, Logan. You really helped us out.
Oberon 00.
Samantha! Hey, pilot, you still working for Oberon? I thought you left them.
I did, but then they offered me more cookies. I see you're still with AGT. Important mission.
You know, the usual stuff, Sam. Not enough credits to retire, not poor...
So, pirates encroaching on Sol space. That suggests rather ominous implications for Star Patrol's thoroughness, doesn't it? Not to worry, however. Your scanned data shall be used to make this issue sufficiently public as to assure Star Patrol's full cooperation in rooting out the remaining criminals. Excellent work, Mr. Logan. Enjoy your well-earned pay.
Memo to all AGT pilots. Phobos Proprietary Systems has just released the new Afterburner Reserve. This hardware upgrade, along with an advanced laser from the Galactic Spanning Corporation, is now available for purchase in the AGT hangar.
Galspan to pursue extrasolar ventures.
Far Space Colony claim labeled unofficial.
Tachyon News Service rated number 1.
Corporate disciplinary hearings for PPS and Oberon.
Nothing new.
Mr. Logan, we have an emergency that requires your attention immediately. The Halley Medical Facility at Neptune has reported a massive outbreak of a virulent contagion. as this facility performs vital research for various AGT projects. Medical supplies to treat this illness have been loaded aboard the AGT shuttle Argoso 914 in Earth orbit. Escort this vessel from Earth to Neptune and ensure its safe docking with the station. Permit no Halley Station shuttles to escape during the docking procedures. Full containment of the outbreak must be achieved. Your ship's EMP weapon will permit you to disable such shuttles without loss of life. Furthermore, the board is concerned that other corporations might attempt to interfere with the shuttle's progress. Retaliate as you see fit, but let no harm come to the supplies on board the Argoso. We're relying on you, Mr. Logan.
Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Since this is the mission where he gets framed, Afterburner Reserve. In addition to increasing your speed at critical moments, afterburner energy can be transferred to power shields. In response to pilot requests for more afterburner energy, Galspan has developed a reserve upgrade to the afterburner system that increases the energy storage capacity of afterburner units by 25%. If you expect to find yourself engaged in extended dogfights, this upgrade can be a lifesaver. And I wanted that afterburner reserve. Notice that the other spot here is for the afterburner reserve. That's all ships. One slot for the afterburner, one slot for the afterburner reserve, and then over here you have anywhere from 2 to, I think, 12 well, 2 to 10. Total of 12 subsystems.
Hey Dilly, this is Logan. I'm headed out to meet with Argoso 914.
I kind of miss the force feedback that this game had. My joystick that I'm using now doesn't have it.
This is Logan, reporting for escort assignment with Argoso 914, en route to Halley Research Station.
Understood, Logan. Argoso 914 is prepped and ready for rendezvous.
But when I first played this game back in 2000...
This is Argoso. We are departing Launch Bay Alpha now. Logan, glad to have you along as escort.
You got it, Argoso. Stay close and you'll be fine.
When I first played this back in 2000...
This is Dillinger Control. Some Halley personnel may attempt to flee the station and violate quarantine. If this occurs, you are authorized to use Tesla EMP missiles to disable those craft. The quarantine must be maintained.
Yeah, I got it, Dillinger. Thank you.
Well, this must be one bad disease if they're authorizing force to contain it.
first played it back in 2000, I had a Microsoft Sidewinder stick that did have force feedback in it.
Yeah, this is Logan calling Halley's station. Argoso 914 and I are in sector and heading your way.
Logan, we have you on scanners. Great to see you. You have no idea how bad it's got down here. We need those supplies immediately.
Don't worry, Halley. Argoso will be docked in no time. Halley Research, this is Logan. Argoso and I are nearing your position, requesting docking clearance.
Logan, we have infected personnel on the launch pad. They've taken control of several shuttles. We can't override their controls.
Logan, this is Dillinger Control. We have recorded the unauthorized launch of several craft. Neutralize them immediately. We are shutting down the TCG to maintain quarantine.
This is Logan to ship's departing Halley. You are in violation of the current quarantine. Now come on, guys, return to Halley now or I'm going to be forced to disable your vessels.
I'm not going back. It's horrible. The mold is everywhere. I won't go back. Leave us alone. We're not sick. We can't stay or we'll get infected. There is no cure.
Argoso, proceed to Halley. I'll take care of this mess.
Understood, Logan. Halley Station, this is Argoso 914, requesting clearance for emergency landing.
Landing pad is clear, Argoso. Approach vector is being transmitted now. Hurry!
Received, Halley. Proceeding.
No, you can't go there. If you put down, they'll never let you escape.
You can't land there. You'll get the disease treated. Logan, our sensors are reading several small attack craft heading right for you.
Hey, those are Biolith make.
Biolith fighters, break off your attack. This is a mission of mercy, you idiots. Get out of here.
AGT vessels, withdraw immediately or we will be forced to open fire. You will receive no...
Logan, this is Argoso. We are jamming the Biolith fighters' comm channel. We don't want them to coordinate with the infected personnel.
That's one fighter down. I'm going for the next one. Fighter's taken care of. This is Logan. All escapees have been neutralized and the Argoso is finally ready for docking.
Understood, Logan. Argoso 914, you are clear for docking on landing pad 1. Transmitting docking sequence.
Landing sequence initiated.
Argoso, we're getting a strange energy reading from your cargo hold. Is there a problem?
Your reading is from our quarantine containment system. Continuing our approach. Landing complete. The package has been delivered. Good work, Logan.
Argoso, there's a discrepancy between the cargo scan and your manifest. Clearance to unload is withheld until further notice. Is that acknowledged, Argoso? Argoso!
Yeah, this is Logan to Dillinger Starbase. We got a problem. There's been some kind of explosion. Logan to Star Patrol. Boy, am I glad to see you guys. I'm not exactly sure what just happened.
AGT vessel, this is Star Patrol. Turn off your thrusters and power your weapon systems down immediately.
You want me to... Whoa, hey, hold on, Star Patrol. Just a minute.
AGT vessel, surrender your ship controls immediately. You are under arrest.
The whole base has been destroyed.
This is not good. The trial didn't last more than a few days. Oh, I was told that my corporation fought for me, but come on. I never had a chance. Now on a prison transport, I await final judgment.
Jake Logan, you have been found guilty of crimes against humanity. For your involvement in the conspiracy to destroy the Halley Research Station, you are sentenced to banishment from the Sol system to the fringe of colonized space. May you suffer among your own kind there. This tribunal is closed.
Exile wasn't the worst punishment they could hand out, but believe me, it wasn't getting off easy. The Fringe is a lawless region run by corrupt corporations, fanatical colonials, pirates, and, well, madmen. If I'm lucky, I might be able to scrape together a new life out there. If not, well, I won't be the first guy swallowed up by the Fringe.
Starship Daymir, this is Starbase Alpha. Welcome to the hub. We'll clear a landing pad for you shortly.
Very good, Alpha. I need to drop out some cargo and then I'm off to Sol.
Good for you, Daymir.
Hey, somebody get this scrap heap out of my way.
Watch who you're calling scrap, pal. See what you can afford after being dumped out here with a lock on most of your assets. Starbase Alpha, do I have clearance yet?
State your name and your business.
For the third time, Jake Logan, independent star pilot. I'm here to check the job boards.
Hold on, pilot. We're reviewing our records. You should be able to dock within an hour or two.
Man, I'm beginning to hate this place already.
AGT pilot sentenced to exile.
Rise and wingmen.
Galspan to take Independence Base from Bora. Convicted murderer Jacob Logan, formerly of Advanced Ganymede Technologies, began his permanent exile from the Sol region last week. The High Tribunal found the pilot guilty of the merciless destruction of the Halley Medical Facility earlier this year. Although several outspoken family members of the victims were hoping for permanent cryogen, the tribunal judge sentenced Logan to exile to Fringe space. Sources in the hub region say that Logan has not caused any trouble in the Fringe so far and appears to be attempting to establish himself as a local contract pilot. In the coming months, Tachyon News Service intends to follow up on the life of this fallen pilot.
Professional star pilots everywhere are beginning to clamor for good wingmen. In a recent poll, 4 out of 5 full-time pilots claim to have hired an independent pilot to back them up on potentially dangerous missions. The market couldn't be better, according to professional wing Bradford Bricks.
I can't keep up with all the job offers that have been coming my way these past few months. Corporate pilots are being sent out on riskier missions, and they're willing to pay for backup out of their own credit accounts.
Spokesmen for various corporations maintain that while their pilots have the freedom to hire on extra help, the jobs themselves are not dangerous enough to warrant such action. Whether the growing demand for independent wingmen is a life-saving measure or just a trend has yet to be seen.
Upon winning their court battle, Galspan is set to take over the Bora's Independence Base in the hub. Galspan successfully argued that the Bora were illegally attacking Galspan resources and were awarded damages. The court granted Galspan ownership of the base in lieu of monetary awards. Galspan officials are set to begin the transition from Bora control immediately and are expecting the changeover to go smoothly. If the Bora do not leave peacefully, Galspan plans to call in Star Patrol forces to assist them. The Bora charged that the court bowed to intense political pressure to make its ruling in Galspan's favor. They point to the fact that they must vacate the base despite a pending appeal. Once the Bora leave Independence Base, they will no longer have a significant presence in the hub and will be mainly relegated to the Bora region.
A mysterious virulent mixed with poor storage conditions in the center station has led to the loss of over 90% of their food reserves. Although the Mercs continue to freight in fresh supplies, the current demand has reached a critical level. Station representatives have announced that they will handsomely pay any pilot who brings fresh food supplies to them. And yeah, that's, you can find crates of that stuff drifting around. The Sol government is pleased to announce that the leader of the Frontier's Blood Pirate clan has been brought into custody. Yesterday, Star Patrol operatives captured Red Ship Rory, the alleged pirate, as he made a second bold raid on Jupiter freighter yards. Star Patrol Commander Corsair made the statement. If this Rory had stayed in the Frontier, he probably would not be awaiting trial right now. Let this serve as a warning to all the Fringe's pirate clans. If you enter Sol space, you will be arrested by Star Patrol. Rory awaits trial on 23 felony charges on Europa. You'll have to face off against Red Ship Rory later on, by the way. There's a couple of missions here from Alpha Control. And of course they have a ring training course.
Freighter Venetian needs an escort to Independence Base. As the contracting pilot, you will meet up with the Venetian near Star Patrol Farpost. From there, you will escort it to Independence Sector. We expect professional flying and no attitude.
But what I'm going to do
grants you access to the Letzer Ring training course. You will be awarded credits for swiftly navigating.
As you can see, I don't have a lot of options here. I have no afterburners to start with. I'm lucky to have a lead target assistant, and I can either go with a triad of glint light lasers or a payload of spire rockets. It's a modified CMI mining rocket, initially designed to allow mining vessels to blast chunks off of large asteroids. Bora engineers have modified them to fire from pods on their fighters. The Spire rocket does 40% more shield damage and 180% more hull damage than the heavy mining laser. The disadvantage is that it's unguided, so it's wise to fire it at close range to increase the chance of hitting the target. And that's the thing about the Bora. If you decide to fly for them, the only guided weapons you're going to have access to are torpedoes. Everything else is unguided. I am going to buy a load of Spire rockets, but I'm not going to put it on my ship just yet.
This contract...
Freighter Venetian needs an escort to Independence Base. As the contracting pilot, you will meet up with the Venetian near Star Patrol Farpost. From there, you will escort it to Independence Sector. We expect professional flying and no attitude.
Be right back.
We're behind schedule on our shipment. Stick with me. We're heading to the next sector.
Sorry if I'm late, Venetian. Let's go.
You still there, pilot? What's your name, by the way?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Name's Jake Logan.
Alright. Well, we're almost to the... Hold on. I know that name. You're the piece of slag who killed all them sick people back in Seoul.
That was a bum rap. I got framed big time.
Listen, Logan. I don't deal with convicts. This contract is cancelled. Just fly away.
Hey, now wait a minute. I told you I got framed.
Go get home, slanger.
Venetian, you shouldn't throw away your escorts. He might have helped you. Now prepare to be boarded.
Oh, slag. Logan, I'll renew the contract. Just get these guys off me.
Hang on, Venetian. I'm not gonna let you die out here. Save it, Venetian. Let's just get to the Independence so you can dock and I can get paid.
Thanks again, Logan. I'm sorry I called you a convict. You're all right.
Hey, I think I hear your mama calling.
My work here is finished. Yep, time to head back to the base.
We thank you for fulfilling your contract, despite the complications that you encountered. Good luck with your future career in the Fringe, Logan.
AGT pilot sentenced to exile.
Rise and wingmen.
Galspan to take Independence Base from Bora.
We have an emergency situation. The hospital frigate Blackwell has experienced a critical systems overload that puts her patients and crew in potential danger. She is stranded and needs a ship to aid her as soon as possible. Proceed to the scrapyard sector and help her in any way you can. We have an emergency situation. The hospital... We have an emergency situation.
So, Pixie, how'd you like working for Nebula Tours?
Sometimes I forget that I left them. Notice the bright star on your right. Would you believe it's called the Dog Star? Seriously.
Dog Star? Serious? I get it. That's awful.
I know. Shoot me if I do that again. Please.
We have an emergency situation.
Alpha Control to Logan. The situation has grown much worse. An explosion has knocked out Blackwell's main engine controls and steering. They can't stop. Hurry up. Lives are at stake.
You got it. This is Jake Logan. I'm here to help.
Clear us a path before we're pulverized. We've got over 100 people on board.
Will it help if I take him out?
Yes, it just might. If you could knock out our main thrust generator, we can use our reverse thrusters to come to a stop. Logan, we thought we were gone for sure. Thank you.
No problem, Blackwell. I'll get him to send out a repair ship for you.
We definitely appreciate that. We'll sit tight here.
We've sent a tug crew to bring the Blackwell to a repair base. Your timely assistance probably saved the lives of over 100 people. I'm beginning to think that they made a mistake by exiling you. Good job, Logan.
AGT pilot sentenced to exile.
Rise and wingmen.
Galspan to take Independence Base.
Now performing personnel scan. Now performing personnel scan. Welcome, Mr. Logan.
I was saying that's how you save that's how you quote unquote save your game progress here. You copy paste your save file. Fortunately, they provided you with a way to do that in game. And the main thing is that I don't remember I don't think it's this mission. You know, this one's from the Bora, this one's from Galspan. I don't think it locks you into their path yet. But just in case it did, I wanted to make a backup.
Contract pilot, the Bora have got an offer for you. Now that Sol has approved Galspan's claim to our holdings in the hub, we're having problems transporting goods to that sector. Galspan is blocking us from shipping anything into Independence Station. Food, munitions, nothing can get through. We want you to escort our medical supply ship, the Dromedary, to Independence Station. There are 2 other freighters carrying less critical supplies that will follow. If everyone gets through, we can probably swing you a bonus. Star Patrol's watching us like a hawk, so we'll have to be careful. It's going to be tricky, but it's for a good cause.
Now, we do have the lock-on warning available to us, but quite frankly, what's the point? Because I can't do anything about it since I don't have countermeasures yet. For that matter, I don't even have afterburners on this thing yet. And I think this will be the last mission before the end of the stream, unless it's just really short. So, let's go on ahead and get started.
Honor control to contract pilot Jake Logan. I have you on the scanners. The convoy's ready to go. Now they'll see how hard it is to keep the Bora down, blockade or no.
This is Freighter Dromedary to Jake. We're ready to jump. We're not carrying any big guns because we don't want to get hassled by Star Patrol, so keep close, pilot.
Right, I hear you, Dromedary.
Oh, great, my buddies at Star Patrol. What did I just get myself into?
Yeah, actually, you're right about that, because if you decide to side with the Bora, it was Galspan that framed you. If you side with Galspan, you find out it was Bora that framed you. So,
Star Patrol to Bora Convoy. So, what do we have here? Jake Logan, our newest French citizen, and a bunch of Bora cargo haulers. You wouldn't be transporting any weapons in those freighters, would you?
Look, fellas, it's just a shipment of medical supplies. Go ahead and scan them. The guy's just trying to earn a living, you know?
Indeed. I am scanning medical supplies. I'm going to let you pass, but I'm keeping an eye on you. Opulo, out.
and I don't know if you heard what I was saying earlier about wingmen. When you hire a wingman, if you release the wingman and hire him again, you have to pay the hiring fee each time. And each one takes a certain percentage of your income. Like Pixie here only takes 5%. Oh, really? And of course, it's Galspan fighters that you're going up against. Hello.
are down.
This is medical freighter Dromedary calling Star Patrol. We are under unprovoked attack by Spanner ships.
This is Commander Ofuno of Star Patrol. All right, Galspan, that's enough. I told you already, not in the hub. If you do not cease firing immediately, you will be destroyed. That's it. I'm ordering those Galspan vessels destroyed for unlawful conduct. Pilot Logan, if you can assist, do so. Ofuno out.
Fire, Scarecrow.
Well, take that.
My hull is critical!
I can't do a damn thing about it.
Damn, the dromedary's gone.
So much for their supplies. Let's get out of here. They're coming after me now.
Okay. Yeah, let's lose the progress since the contract has failed anyway. And we're only 5 minutes shy of the 4-hour mark, so that's where we're going to leave it for this time. So, thank you all for coming. I appreciate your support. Again, another reminder, if you're new to the channel and you want to support what I do, don't forget to like and subscribe. And have a great rest of your day.